Hey crafty family, it's me. I'm here, I swear I am. See, hello. And today I want to show you how to make a really cute Christmas decoration. Very easy. I don't know why I'm talking like that. This is a really cute, really easy garland made out of paper, and they look like little Christmas lights. Are they not the most adorable thing you've ever seen? Let me get closer. I made them and stuck them up here on my curtains. And they literally didn't take any time, and the kids can help you, and they are freaking awesome. So, I mean, hello, how cute. So, we're going to make that today. Don't mind my living room. You can hang them on your curtains, you can hang them on your mantle. I plan on making some more to hang on my mantle because they're adorable. So cute. So, I'm going to stop the video and then come back in my craft room, and we are going to learn how to do this because it's easy. And it's fun, and it's festive, and yeah. Be back. Okay, so here we have got our supply list. And don't mind my crappy spelling and yeah, I can't write. Anyway, so we are going to need cardstock. We're going to need multicolors. I used 5 different colors. You can use whatever colors you want. These were full sheets, but I started cutting them. So you're going to use, 5, 6, 8 colors, whatever you want. I picked these colors: red, blue, green, yellow, orange, just primary colors. And then you're going to need a couple of sheets of like a gray, silver. You can use black if you really want to. I think the gray looks nice. It gives that kind of look of, that's for the top of like the bulb area. And then you're going to need a paper cutter, which I have under here, or scissors and a ruler. You could do it that way too. You're going to need some sort of a string or twine to hang it on. The stiffer the better, because it's easier to, later I'll show you why, but like if you have like a stiffer kind of cord, or thicker, a little bit on the thicker side than not like thread, or you can use embroidery floss, I guess, but it sits on and they don't slide around if it's a little bit thicker. So something like this or yarn would work great. Yarn is fine. Well, yarn's a little not stiff, but you can use the little, like one of these little plastic needles if you have one for that. But this was thick enough where I could pretty much poke it through the holes where I needed to without having to really worry about that. But I'll show you anyway, because we're going to do I'm going to show you a couple different things. You're going to need a hole punch. I'm using a crocodile. You can use whatever hole punch you got. A scoreboard. I got the Martha Stewart scoreboard. You're gonna need some sort of glue. I'm using quick dry because I like the way this works. It was quick and easy. This project was a blog post by Lisa at Stubbornly Crafty. I will put a link below to the blog post so you could see everything there as well. So I'm doing a video, and it was her thing, her idea. I just took the blog post and decided to do a video. I don't know if anybody else has done a video. I didn't even check. I just did it because I thought it was the cutest thing. I saw it on the blog post and it was so easy. I figured, yeah, I need to do this because you guys need to see this, because it's an easy, simple craft that literally takes minutes to do. It's not hard. So, okay. So the first thing you're going to do is we're going to start with the gray cardstock. Now, on her blog post, it shows her cutting the gray cardstock into the strips and then scoring each one. I found it's quicker to score the sheet. Now I'm putting it lengthwise because you're gonna need, you can get you need strips of 1 1/4 by 4 inches. So you can get 2 strips out of like the top of the paper if you hold it long ways. So I'm going to put it in the scoreboard. Thankfully my scoring tool is in there. Every 1/2 inch all the way down. Just score all the way down. So 1/2 inch, and then 1 inch. Just go all the way down, and then 1 1/2, 2 inches, 2 1/2, 3 inches, 3 1/2, 4 inches, you get what I'm doing. 5 inches, 5 1/2, 6 inches, 6 1/2, 7 inches, 7 1/2, and then 8 will be your last. Whoops, if I don't screw it up. Whoopsie. Okay, so paper is scored. Good enough. Okay, that's the only thing you're going to need the scoreboard for. Well, kind of. I'll show you why. You might need it again. You can do it with a ruler, but it might be easier on that. But that's the only scoring you're going to do. Okay, so once you've got that scored every 1/2 inch, you are going to trim it down to 1 1/4 inch. So you're going to make strips 1 1/4 inch all the way down. Okay, so there's 1 1/4 inch all the way down. And mine didn't cut all the way. I hate when that happens. The rotary cutter, sometimes it does that. But I love the rotary cutter, just sometimes it does that. It's okay. It'll be fine. Oh, what did I do? I cut this one wrong. Oops. Forget that one. 1 1/4 inch. I don't know how I did that. Leave it to me. I'll always cut it wrong. Alright, yeah. 1 1/4 inch. Not whatever the hell that was. Strips of 1 1/4 inch. And again, it does not like to cut on this side. I don't know why. Yours will do better because you'll take your time. I'm trying to get through it. Anyway, so you're going to do the whole thing all the way down. And you'll have several strips now that are like this. So then you're going to take it and you're going to cut them. I'm putting 2 together because I have a rotary cutter. I can do that. Some other those other kind, you might not be able to do that. Now you're going to cut them at 4 inches, right? Am I right? Yeah, 4 inches. So they're 1 1/4 by 4 inches. And you'll get 2. And then there's a tiny bit of excess, not much. So you don't have much scraps, which is nice. So, okay. See, like that's the only scraps you have, is that little bit. So once you've got a bunch of these, and obviously you're going to need more than 4, but for the sake of time, I'm going to show you how to make now the tops to your who's and what's. Okay? You're going to just fold along and crease a little bit. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to like score it really. You can just use your nail and just fold on all the score marks. Just give them a fold. Okay, when you get to the end, now you're going to overlap. Oh no, you're not. I'm lying. Before you do this, sorry. Whoops. Grab your scoreboard back. I screwed up. What you're going to do is take 1. All you need to do this on is 1. Take 1, and I put it on my scoreboard, but you can measure down. That's why I said you don't necessarily need your scoreboard. And of course I don't have a pencil ready. You're going to put it back on your scoreboard for a second. Okay? And she has it where you measure at 1 1/4, which you could do it this way too. 1 1/4. A half an inch down, so that would be there. So you just eyeball it. So here's 1 1/4 mark. Go down to the 1/2 inch mark and just eyeball a little circle, okay? Just like that. And then you're going to do another one at 2 3/4, which would be right here, at a 1/2 inch down. So pretty even with this one. So 2 3/4. Now, you don't really have to measure because here's why. I don't know if you can see on camera the score lines, but in the third little 1/2 inch box, you're going to do a mark 1/2 inch down. And then in the second one over, the third from the other side, you're going to do a 1/2 inch mark. That makes it easier. So you really don't have to look. You only have to do it on 1, and I'm going to show you why you only have to do it on 1. But, so in other words, if you didn't even have a scoreboard, you would just do it like I said. This is 1 inch box. Here's the other 1 inch box. Here's the third 1 inch box. Eyeball 1/2 inch down. Here, then skip 2. Go to this one, third one from the left, and put another 1/2 inch mark. So you really don't have to measure because look, it came out exactly the same. So you don't really have to measure. You just got to know your little, it might be hard to see on the camera, but there are obviously score marks. So these are the little rectangular boxes. So just go to the third one over from that side, the third one over from that side, put a little dot. And you only need to do it on 1. And I'll show you why. I keep saying that. How many times am I going to say that? Now you don't need your scoreboard anymore. Now you're going to do this on a bunch of strips. And if you have a crocodile or a good punch, you should be able to punch through a bunch. That rhymed. punch through a bunch. So I'm stacking up 3 because I only, well, actually I have more than 3. I'll stack these up. I have a couple more. So I have like 5 here. You could do 5 at a time, whatever. So there's my pencil marks. And obviously on a crocodile, you can see through the hole in the top to see where your mark is. And I'm going to have to do this in front of me because I can't see. Here, let me see. That's why there's something blocking the hole. I hate when that happens. Okay, so you're going to look through, find your pencil mark. There's your hole. Now I got to unblock my hole again. Make sure they're straight. Go over to the other one. Whoops. Make sure they're straight. Put a binder clip on if you need to. And then put your other hole. There you go. Good enough. Okay, not perfect, but that's fine. Okay, so once you do it on your first stack, hold on, stupid thing. Okay, so the reason why I said you only had to do it on one was because once you do it on the first one, all you have to do from there is, let's say these don't have a hole in it. Take one with a hole in it, put it on top of the ones without the hole, and then just follow the hole. See what I'm saying? Make it easier on yourself. I gotta take off my jacket because I'm hot. And yes, I tattooed my arms with paint. Isn't it beautimous? Me and my friend Desiree, she came over yesterday and we went to the Creative Reuse. I'm not going to do a haul because I already put everything away because I was kind of tired last night, but I got boxes and boxes of stuff from there. We had a lot of fun. We came back here and we did jelly printing, and I did like some Christmas color jelly prints. I know I'm going off topic, but I just thought I'd show you those real quick. But anyway, that's what we did. So anyway, I ended up painting my arms. Long story short. So after you have a crap load of these, so for as many bulbs as you want on your thing, you're going to need one of these gray pieces of paper. Okay? Once you have these done, which I realize my holes are a little uneven because I was going too fast. Like I said, you fold it. You fold it all the way. Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Okay. Then you're going to take your glue. I'm using quick dry because to me, I love this for paper to paper. It's amazing. You're going to go like that. You're going to overlap one, wipe off any excess glue, and there's your top. How cute, right? So you're going to make an ass load of those, like seriously. Make a bunch. And then when you have a bunch, that's what they'll look like. Okay? So after you got all them, put them aside, just like that. And then we're going to make our other strips. And this we're going to use our multicolored paper, which now I don't know what I did with it. Yay! Do you see what I did with it? Anybody? There it is. Okay. Now these, you're going to get your cutter again. Make lots of noise. Be annoying, like I am. And you are going to cut them at 1-inch strips. You're going to cut them at 1 inch and then by 8.5. So we're going to cut 1-inch strips. And I'm only going to show you on one, and there's a reason for this. I'm not going to show you a bunch of them because it's exactly the same. So you're going to do this for all your colors. You're going to put, do as many strips as you want. Oh, by 8.5. Might help if I actually measured the other side. Yeah, 1 by 8.5. Is it 8.5? Yeah. What did I do? I did that wrong. Well, crap. Yeah, I did that wrong. Oops. Do it lengthwise. I don't know what I was doing. This way. Ay, ay, ay. This is, you're going to cut it long ways this time because you need 8.5, not 8. I'm crazy. Okay. Oh, I keep forgetting to measure it. 8.5. 8.5. I think it's 8.5 already, right? Yeah, it is. Yeah, you just need to measure it once. I'm losing it. Okay. So then you got your strip. Hooray, hurrah. After you got a whole bunch of these in different colors, 1 inch by 8.5, all different colors, great. Now you're going to take it and you're going to butt the ends up together. And you could do a bunch of these at a time, even though this is the wrong size. If you put them all together and stack them up, this is the wrong size, obviously. Let's pretend it's not. You can do a bunch at once, okay? But what you're going to do is you're going to put them like this, take your crocodile, and about a 1/4 inch down, you're going to make You can measure it if you want to, but you want to do them all the same pretty much. So 1/4 inch down, hole through both sides, just like that. Okay? After you got a hole through both sides, then you can form your bulbs. And how you form them is you take it like this and you crease it lightly. So it's still kind of bowed. You just gave it a little press. And then press it down on your table till it touches the middle, and then slightly press there and there, just slightly. You're not really making a crease, you're just slightly pressing. Okay, and then when you go like that, you've got that bulb shape. My dog is gonna whine, I apologize. Shut up! Ugh. He's whining. He cries for no reason because his daddy's not here and he wants his daddy. Okay, so once you've got your little bulb shapes, then you're going to take your cord. Now what I suggest is to leave it on the thing. Don't like cut it off the thing because you don't know how long. I don't know how long exactly. And you might want to end up making it longer or whatever. So I just leave it on the roll. Okay? And make sure with this type of cord, you want a nice sharp tip on there, like not a blunt, not one that's all frayed. And what you're going to do is you're going to take, the easiest way I found to do this, to assemble it, is to put this together so that the holes meet and you can see through them. And then on one of the holes for your little topper, you're going to stick this in and press it against there so you can get through the 3 layers of paper. The first layer is this and then these 2 pieces. And you want to get through that. So like the hole, you can see through it. Taking the string, I'm poking it through that. And then I'm going to work it through the other end like that. Okay? See that? Look at that. And if for some reason you went a little over with your thing and you got a little left over, you can know to cut off a little bit so you don't have so much sticking out the top. There we go. See, I might have put in the hole. Is that a word? I don't think so. I might have put the hole a little bit too far down. No more than about like 1/4 inch or under when you're putting the hole in the colored paper. And then there you go. So then you slide that one down and you work on the next one. Let's say this was the right size. It's not. You'd put your holes in. Where'd it go? You'd put your hole in. I know this is the wrong size, but just for example purposes. Put your hole in. You take your little doodad. And obviously when you put it in, you know how the hole is a little bit further towards one side and not towards the other? Like you want to insert it long, like under the long side. If that makes sense. So that the hole is closer to the top. So you want to find your hole. And I know this is the wrong size, but you could do different sizes. Oh shoot, I didn't do the thing. Yeah, crease, hit, pump, bam, voila, zoom, bing, bang, ding dong. Walla walla bing bong. Okay, that's the noises you have to make or else it doesn't work. Okay, this one's going to be shorter. And you could do that. You can make different sizes. That would be pretty cool, actually. Ooh, that would be neat. You can make, if you make your strips different sizes, that would be cool. Well, I'm going to show you a few things, actually, because I'm going to show you some things. This isn't over. This is not over. We're not done yet. This is an easy project, and that could end right there, but it's not over. Okay, so see what I'm saying? Here you go. Look, 2 bulbs. Okay, but I already did one like this. I want to do something for my craft room, which is pink. And I thought, what can I do in my craft room that I can leave up all year even? Okay, so I'm going to take these off because I don't need them there. What we're going to do is I am going to make a little bit more. That's a simple version. That's something you could do with the kids. You could decorate your tree with it, your mantle. That's something you could do that's quick and easy, fun, simple. Hooray, hurrah, it's done. But I want to do something different. So I got some pink paper, of course, and I am going to use pink paper, and I am going to adhere music paper to my strips, and I'm going to kind of fancy mine up, and I'm going to show you how to do that. You can also do several different sizes. So let's say if this was lengthwise, if this was 8.5 and this one was 8, right? Because I think it was an inch short, a little over an inch short. You would do a 7 inch, a 6 inch, and then somehow or not somehow, you would, yeah, put the holes together. And you know what I'm saying? You could have another one in the center, and you could do like, what do they call that stuff? You know what I'm saying? Where they use the little strips of paper and they make the little loopy things. Kind of like that, and make your light bulbs multicolored. And do like 3 or 4 pieces of paper. So you can layer. Okay, so you can do that. That's fun. You can also run your colored papers through an embossing machine, through your embosser, and like with embossing folders, or run your strips and emboss it with snowflakes or something like that. Or you can stamp them with designs. I'm throwing out ideas that I thought of, that I thought you can dress these up. You do not have to just do the colors. You can do, because I mean, it literally, hold on. It literally took me 15 minutes to do the one that I showed you in my living room. So if you wanted to extend the project by a half hour and add some fancy doodads, you can. Add glitter. We're going to do all kinds of stuff with the pink ones. Because I want to do some layered ones and some music note pieces. We're going to add some glitter, and we're going to make like a shabby chic, fancy, light garland, you know, hoopla, because it'll be fun. So that's what we're going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut off the camera because I need to shut this dog up before I go berserk and blow my brains out. Because he just wanders around and cries. It's sad and pathetic, but after you've been hearing it for months, it's just, you just want to crawl in a hole and die. I love him. He's sweet, but he's very annoying. It's not Tigger, by the way. Long story. Anyway, so I'm going to cut my strips of music paper. I'm going to cut my strips of colored paper, like this would be in lieu of the multicolors. I'm going to cut strips out of this and strips out of this. And then I'm going to come back. So I'll be right back with that yummy stuff going on. So see you in a second. Okay, so like I said, in lieu of the colored papers, I'm doing pink, all pink for this part. I'm going to take some matte Mod Podgy stuff, and I'm going to take a brush, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit in Mod Podge. Like I said, you do not have to do all this. And I'm going to glue down the strips of music paper onto the pink as centered as I can get it without it looking too stupid. It doesn't really matter the top or the bottom because you're not going to see that up there. So if that's uneven, who cares? And then I'm going to throw some Mod Podge over top of it just to make sure it's sealed down. And I'm going to do this for every one of these. I like to do it with my fingers. I make sure I get all the air out and set them aside. I should have gotten my baby wipes out first because you know I'm going to get a mess. You know I'm going to be a mess. And I'll do a couple of these on camera because if you want to follow along and do what I'm doing, because I'm doing like I said, like a shabby chic kind of look, you could do this. I think it'll look cute. I'm kind of winging it because like I thought about it, but I haven't done it yet. So I'm actually doing it now, and we're going to play and figure it out. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, oh, flippin' well. But I think it'll be just fine. All right, and do that. So I think I just need a pink one. You know what I'm saying? I need a shabby chic for my, even though my craft room isn't really shabby chic, it's just pink. My next one will be, so I'll save it for that too. And every time I'm going to have to probably wipe my desk because I get Mod Podge all over it. But you know what I'm saying. But yeah, we went to me and Desiree, she has a YouTube channel also. And we need to all encourage her to keep at it because she stopped for a while because she got busy. Now there's a hair on my thing. Why is there a hair there? She has a YouTube channel. She actually had it for a very long time. And she has a lot of great stuff on her YouTube channel. And then she kind of got busy and, you know, that kind of got put on the back burner. But we need to encourage her to come back and make more videos because I sat and watched a lot of her videos today. And she's got a lot of really good stuff on her videos. And her, crud, now I can't remember. Her handle is on the YouTube, Cheer Bear, like the Care Bear, Cheer Bear, Cheer Bear 7. I'll put the link below, but you need to check her out. She's my friend Desiree. We didn't know we lived in the same town until a few months ago, and we decided to get together and go shopping, and we had a flippin' blast. We really did. We went to the creative reuse place called Turnip Green down in Nashville, and her and I got all kinds of goodies. I got some fabric pieces. I got some stuff to send to my friend who lives in Kansas, Renee, for Christmas. I got all kinds of vintage stuff, like the music note paper. You can get that there. Actually, no, I got this at, I got that at Smart. That's the other place we went to after the Turnip Green place. We went to this place called Smart. I've talked about that and shown you hauls from there before. The Turnip Green I like because you go in there and you just give a donation. So if I don't have a lot of money, I can go there and get stuff and feel like I actually went crafty shopping when I really didn't spend much money. But I like Smart because they have more particular things like that I'm looking for a lot of times, like stamps and ink pads and, more crafty items, whereas the Turnip Green has more reuse kind of, what do you call it? Mixed media supplies and stuff like that. So they're both equally fantastic places to go. You know what I forgot to do? I'm sitting here doing this and I totally forgot to ink the edges of my music paper. What a dummy. That's what I wanted to do. Crap. Okay, so scratch those for a second because I wanted to sit here and ink the edges of all of these and I did not. Shoot. Well, maybe I can just ink the edges through here. I don't know. Let me see how that would look. Because these are really thin, so I don't know how easy it would be to ink the edges. I need to find my ink. Is that it? No. That might work, though. Ugh. It's a little dark. I don't want it that dark. Where's my favorite one? There it is. It's called Gingerbread by Versa Magic or whatever. I love this stuff. Okay, yeah, because I wanted to do this to all my pieces. So I may have to scrap those unless I can figure out a way because I want to ink those individually. Yeah, I'm a hot mess. So I always forget a step. I don't know why. My brain just has brain farts. I'll find a way to ink those without screwing it up. But for now. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ink the edges of all of these and then I will come back. Okay, hey guys, like the dummy that I am, I put together all the things and I was filming it and I had the camera wrong and you couldn't see what I was doing. So I already did everything and everything's up and I realized it afterwards when I was trying to edit that you couldn't see. So what you saw last was that I was going to distress all the edges of my strips and then put them together. These are the ones that I had, remember I screwed up because I already put together everything. So yeah, so pretend I went and I distressed all the edges and then I glued them together. So pretend these are distressed. They're not, but let's pretend. So after that, what I decided to do to dress up my garland further is like normal. You would make your garland, press your thing, go like that, give it a little press, make your light shape. Okay, and then, which of course I'm not prepared for. Where's my string? I'll use this because I'm gonna have to put this on a needle though because, oh no I don't, because I put glue on the end. That's a little trick, if you're using something like baker's twine, take some super glue. If you take super glue and put it on the end, like at an inch or whatever, and let it dry, it becomes a needle. It's stiff, so you can use it to thread through things, okay? I thought I'd share that. So anyway, I'll show you how I dressed up my my doodads. So again, you put them together like you would. Like I showed you before. Okay, put your lights together. And it's easier to do it on the thing. So I put all of them on. So I did the whole 20 of them. They were all on a thing. And then how I did my insides was I took some of this cream colored tulle and I folded it over about 2.5 inches and then cut it so that I had a piece that was like 5 inches, I guess, folded over. And this is going to be like what I'm going to dress up the inside of the light with. What I did was I cut into it little triangles so that it had little points on the end of it. And I didn't measure, I didn't do anything, I just went for it. So it was like, you know, rough. Let's see if I could show you on here, you could see. You see what I'm saying? It's folded over, so it's doubled, and then there's these little points. And then what I did was I accordion folded it, just, you know, messy accordion fold. I didn't like measure, I'm not being precise, and I just accordion folded up at the fold part so that when it was done, it looks like this. So it looks like a little skirt or a little upside down flame coming out of my little bulbs. So from there, and it might be easier if I did it on this paper, I took some of these beads here, this kind of trim, and I added some of that around it and cut left-handed on each one so that it looked like that, which this one is bent for some reason. Let's pretend that one's not wonky, but it's, you know, so it has a little bead to it. And then what I did when it was on the string, I pulled the top back so it split open like that. And then what I did was on one side, without getting it on the string, I took some hot glue, like a hot glue, a glob, and I laid this into it carefully without burning myself, like so. Let that sit for a second. You got to play with it and finagle it. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I know I'm not zoomed in. I apologize. And then I put some more hot glue on top. And then I put the side down on top of it, like so, and let that dry. And something you can use to, you can move on to something else and let that dry a minute and then cut your next material by putting a clothespin at the top. Blow in it, whatever you got to do. And then once this is dry or cooled, you just pop your top back on your light. Yeah. And then you've got your, and you just mess with it a little bit. And you've got your garland. You've got your decorated garland, and it's got like a little, like you know, a little fluff inside of there, a little shabby chic. Now I didn't on mine end up putting glitter on the top, but if you wanted to put glitter, obviously you can. You could do it before you make your gray strips. That might be the easiest way to do it. I don't know, or you could do it after. It's probably easier to do it before you put your gray strips together if you wanted to add glitter, or you can just go around and put a rhinestone on each one of the little sides, like the little folds. You could put glitter on here. You know, there's all kinds of ways to dress it up, but that's how I did it for all of mine. And what I'll do is, now that you know how I did that, I will cut to the next part of the video where I show you it up on my wall. And I kind of left it plain. You could also, in between each one, tie a little piece of, you know, seam binding or lace or something in between your lights, which I may do in the future, but for right now I didn't, because I figure when I move, I'm gonna want the garland up again, and I don't know what my accent colors will be besides the pink, so I might, you know, I don't know if I want to do white in between or cream or maybe like, I don't know, a tan color. I don't know yet. So that's why I kind of left them plain. I figured I better wait. So yeah, so that's how you do that. It's very simple. It's a good way to dress it up if you want to make fancier lights other than the easy ones. So I will cut to the next video and show you what it looks like up on my wall. Bye! All right, folks, this is them. Of course, they're all bunched up like crazy right now. But they're Beautimous, and I'm going to separate them. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do about the tops. I'm going to think about that a minute and come back with that. And then also maybe, I'm not sure if I want to put something in between, because like, obviously they're going to be like that far, excuse me, that far apart. I hiccuped. And I'm not sure if I want to put like something, like a little piece of lace or something. I don't know. I might just leave them like this. I don't know. I might just leave them just as is and not put any sparkle at all. I don't know. I'm going to think about it, and I'm going to come back with the answer to that question shortly. So I will be back. I hope you're enjoying my hand movements. Be right back. Okay, guys, I put it up, and I think it's adorable. What I'm going to do, I'm leaving it the way it is. I didn't end up putting any sparkle on it or anything. And I know it's weird color against this background. It's hard to see against my dark pink walls. It looks good here, but on the video I think it doesn't look as nice because of the way the lighting is in here. But what I'm going to do is on the two ends over here and over there, and maybe in the middle, I'm going to make some sort of bow or something, maybe on each end, a little thing. But yeah, I think it's really adorable. It's cute. It's festive yet shabby chic. Let's see if I can zoom in a little and show you and see what I mean. It's hard to see, but I think it's so cute. It came out really cute, so I'm happy with it. I love it. It was fun to do, and I hope you guys liked it. And so I hope you guys give it a try, whether you do the simple version or the ridiculously extensive version as I did. And if you do either version, please make sure that you send me a picture at pinkpoodlecrafts@gmail.com. I'd love to see it, and let me know if I'm allowed to share it in one of my videos, because I'd love to. And I guess that's it. I guess that's it for today. Make sure you visit the blog. I'm going to put it below, because there's, you know, instructions are there as well with measurements and everything else. And have a great rest of your day. Make sure you do what you love what you do. Be nice to everybody. I love you guys.